Have you ever wondered why some people see a great light in the midst of darkness? Consider the tale from the book of Isaiah, chapter 9, which unfolds in two parts. The first part is a prophecy. It tells of the people of Israel, who under the dominion and plunder of the Assyrian Empire, suffered greatly. The prophet then proclaimed, "The people walking in darkness have seen a great light. On those living in the land of deep darkness, a light has dawned. You have enlarged the nation and increased their joy. They rejoice before you as people rejoice at the harvest, as warriors rejoice when dividing the plunder." Isaiah 9:2-3. "For to us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders. And he will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace." Isaiah 9:6. In essence, God promised to raise a Messiah from among the people of Israel, a descendant of David. This Messiah would bring salvation to the people and establish and manage a new kingdom. The second part of the story speaks of the aftermath of an alliance between Aram and Israel attacking Judah. The northern kingdom of Israel faced destruction, a consequence of God's wrath, spurred by Israel's pride. As the scriptures say, "All the people will know it, Ephraim and the inhabitants of Samaria, who say with pride and arrogance of heart, therefore the Lord will raise up against them adversaries from Rezin, and spur their enemies on." Isaiah 9:9-12. In the Song dynasty, Su Liao, a government official, was demoted from Huangzhou to Ruzhou. During his journey, he visited Mount Lushan in Jiangxi and wrote a poem called On the West Forest Wall. In it, he penned a profound line. "One cannot perceive the true face of Mount Lu because one is in the mountain itself." The meaning is clear. Being in a situation can make it difficult to see things clearly, just like how one cannot discern the true face of Mount Lu because they are amidst its peaks and valleys. Their view is obstructed by the continuous undulating mountains. Whether it's a nation, a family, or an individual, there's always a blind spot in our perception. Our understanding of things is limited by our environment, our knowledge, our vision, and other factors, leading to mistakes. Part of the prophet's work was to guide God's people through his words, to see these blind spots and step out of them. Not only did they prophesy, but they also warned, nurtured, comforted, and encouraged. Their prophecies often saw through the surface, revealing the essence of events. So not only were they useful to the Israelites of that time, but they also hold positive significance in the faith life of believers today. For instance, on the surface, it was the enemy nations attacking Israel. The Arameans from the east, the Philistines from the west, they opened their mouths to devour Israel. But the real problem was, all the people, Ephraim and the inhabitants of Samaria, committed pride and great sins. On the surface, it was the elders of Israel, the nobles, and the false prophets being cut off in one day. But the real problem was, everyone is godless and does evil, and every mouth speaks folly, yet no one there calls on the Lord Almighty. The same applies to our faith life. When you find people around you, neighbors, colleagues, distancing themselves from you, or even tripping you up, when you encounter obstacles in your endeavors, when there are conflicts in your family relationships, disputes among siblings, have we considered that perhaps God is using these situations to discipline us? Not to find faults with others, but to introspect and see if, like the Israelites of that time, we also have blind spots, pride, selfishness, and greed. In summary, the story from Isaiah chapter 9 encourages us to look beyond the surface of our circumstances, to consider the deeper implications of our actions and attitudes. It reminds us to be humble, to seek wisdom, and to continually strive for a better understanding of ourselves and our world. It's a tale of prophecy, pride, and the power of introspection, a timeless tale that continues to resonate and guide us in our faith journey today.